my audio on Twitch to make sure I don't sound awful.
More like audio on bitch. Got him.
Guys, look at Gomez. Oh, never mind. He just stopped.
I love Gomez.
What is he doing? I'm gonna...
He was attacking the blanket.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's going after his tail.
What a... He's just rolling around.
Alright, well...
Wow.
My audio... I have to eventually fix my audio on Twitch.
I'm gonna fix your face on Twitch.
It's... I don't know what to tell you, Reed. I don't ever know how to fix the lag. It's permanent. But as long as the audio is good, that's all I honestly care about. Alright, so I guess let's get started. Welcome to episode 8.
Oh, no.
Welcome to the internet. I use that audio way too much on TikTok.
I know, me too. Anyway.
Welcome to episode 8 of Apartment Theater. This week we went off Justin's lovely choice of a movie, which you can introduce, Justin.
Alright, I got a synopsis of this. I thought of it like last minute. I didn't write this down, so I apologize. But here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the fall season. Well, it's getting towards the tail end of the fall season. And what better way than to celebrate the near end of the fall season than watch a movie called Invasion of the Blood Farmers. A movie so fucking terrible that it made me question reality. It made me think, do I even want to do this anymore? And then when I got to the end, I went, this is fucking terrible. I hate this movie. I really wish that it would have just stopped working. Multiple times in the movie, it looked like the movie stopped working, which was kind of funny to see, but it's not the first time I've seen a movie like that.
So that wasn't me?
No,
I thought
no.
the internet was lagging or something.
No. So, it looks like there might have been issues with, there was another movie I watched that was like that, where there were like weird splotches and things happening. It's because the film was deteriorating, and the version that they pressed, they couldn't get anything better than that. So they're like, there's scenes, which I find is really interesting, that there's scenes missing from movies and things, even from like 70s and 80s. But yeah, so this movie is about these blood-sucking hillbilly people, farmers. They don't farm. They never farm. They just wear farmer hats and wear plaid. But I guess that's just enough. These people...
They're druids.
They're druids. They're trying to resurrect their queen. And they do.
Yeah.
I guess.
For a second.
Yeah.
And then it ends. All right. That's it for this episode. See you next week. This movie was mainly people sitting on couches and sound effects not being there.
No, I was going to say this movie was mainly people being told that, don't they need to be in bed? Like, isn't it your bedtime?
You need to go to sleep. You're right.
You need to go to sleep.
It's still daytime.
Like, I'm like, how often does this bitch sleep? Oh my god.
She should be asleep for the rest of her life because this movie sucked.
Right. I mean, she almost died at the end. I kind of wish she would have.
I wish I would have died at the end. So yeah, this movie in 2019 had a Blu-ray release from Severin, which their movies are normally pretty fucking terrible, but that's just kind of their thing. They take niche movies and give them a Blu-ray release and pretty them up, because there was not any good qualities of this movie until Severin released it. And I have a fun fact from the Wikipedia page, and I'm sorry for my face change here because it's going to get extremely bright because Wikipedia does not have a night mode, so I apologize. I'm going to be staring into the sun reading this. So this movie was primarily shot on weekends using the director's own house. You could tell.
Yeah, you can definitely tell.
Very ugly house. I love that the blood farmers are just like down the trail from their house. It's like, oh, they're over here. Why not? You know, hey, we'll just use this shack that's behind our house.
Yeah.
Apparently, the blood farmers were going to be aliens from outer space, but that's a little too ambitious for this movie. And
So, I just want to reiterate some things that we've said in past. Well, okay, it's actually particularly what you said in past podcasts of when there's not an idea, it's Satan.
it wasn't even Satan this time.
It wasn't.
They said Satan.
They
did say Satan.
No, they're trying to save her from Satan.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were trying.
No.
I thought they were trying to summon.
But
they did do something different. They were trying to save her from Satan, and but yeah, the Druids were resurrecting their lady to do blood things. That they didn't really elaborate on that, and it was a movie that was 72 minutes, and honestly, I'm really glad this movie was not a 3-hour art piece. I mean, I would have preferred it being a good movie, but I mean, I knew what I was getting myself into when I looked up Invasion of the Blood Farmers. But so
they pretty much were reverse, not even a reverse embalming. They were embalming people for their blood.
Yeah,
the blood kind of was.
It was growing too. Look at this blood; it's growing. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just growing. And so before we get into that, I'm gonna say for the release for this. So after them trying to sell the film to distributors, they ended up getting somebody, but the relationship was terrible, and the director spoke about home video releases of the film in 2012, stating that he never sold the rights to anybody, and every single copy was bootlegged, and that there was even a FBI disclaimer saying that the movie was it was an FBI disclaimer, and they were like, it's like counterfeiting money, and then putting on there, counterfeiting money will put you in jail. That to me, I find absolutely hilarious, and probably the only good thing about this movie. And this movie was released on Blu-ray by Severin in 2019, so it is readily available if you want to watch it. It's also on Tubi. Most movies we watch are on Tubi because it's the easiest way to watch terrible movies. Because
free, so.
And it's free.
Tubi, let us be your first sponsor. Continue.
I'm pretty sure Tubi is owned by the same people that own Hulu or something. So
it could be.
I'm sure they don't need us.
I'm just thinking, like, if they wanted to start like an app on your phone, because I watch this on my phone a lot through the Chrome, like, we could sponsor.
There is a Tubi app.
Wait, there is?
Yes. What have you been watching it from the browser on your phone? What the hell is wrong with you?
So many things.
Oh,
this isn't an ad for Tubi, but it sure as fuck
sounds
like one.
No, it's definitely not.
It sure as fuck sounds like one. I don't know what you need to do, but just save this bit of audio for when we get a potential sponsor from Tubi, and then that'll be
I'm sure Tubi will love you're using the fucking browser. They're gonna love that's gonna be in their
You're
tagline.
Using the fucking browser.
You're using the fucking browser. But yeah, so yeah, this movie is a very simple plot. Obviously, like what I told you is just that's the movie. They find some people. The main guy that's getting the people's blood is using what looks like a shower rod with a little, like they spray painted it red or something. It just a little
exactly what
a little tinkly tap, just a little boop on the nose, and then you're dead.
Yeah. I don't know. The one guy he had to hit a couple times.
Yeah, a little couple tip taps.
Yeah. I like the little peanut gallery in the the bar.
Oh yeah.
I don't know their significance. My favorite thing was when they're discovering that the blood was expanding and like becoming more blood. And this drunk guy is on the floor trying to clean up this blood spot, but he's just making it worse.
Every time I wipe it, there's just more.
And there's just more of it.
The angle, once you take out the angle, you see him still wiping it, but now there's more blood, like they threw more on there.
Oh God, it's
you can't forget the police officer too that joins in the conversation at some point. He's looking at the camera the entire time.
Yeah, worst fucking acting I've ever seen.
The acting in general.
Literally every person in this movie just sounded super nasally, and I'm like, does every single one of them have a cold or something? Like, what is happening
here? I think it was the audio quality, or at least I hope it was the audio quality, because I noticed that too, but I also noticed that with, like, other sounds, if you really listen to it, it just sounds off.
Like, weird.
So I think it's just bad audio.
I feel like I got ear molested watching this movie.
Yeah.
There were so many times watching this where I'm like, this just sounds fucking terrible. Like, there's times where you can't hear what they're saying. You can't, the thunder sound, it just sounds like someone blowing into the microphone. And I bet it was. I can't imagine that they tried to make a good thunder effect. Yeah,
No,
everybody sounded like
not.
they were sleepy, which is funny because every character there, you need to go to bed. Yeah, I need to go to, let's go to bed. We just got married. Let's go to bed.
Let's go to bed. Also, I have never seen a man run from a woman in lingerie so goddamn fast. I have never seen that happen in a movie. He's like, wow,
you look great. I'm gonna take a shower.
I'm gonna take a shower.
I'm like, you want to come join me in the shower? We never, like,
she's his beard.
Like, I mean, that marriage was destined to fail anyway, but hey, you know what? They died, so it doesn't really matter.
A seizure on the bed?
I don't really know. Yeah, because she got hit, so she was seasoned.
Oh, alright.
I don't, you know.
A lot.
What do they even...
maybe.
So they just used the blood for the resurrection thing, but, like...
I guess so.
They never...
No. They drank it at one point. I think it's cool.
No, they didn't even drink it.
They did.
When did they drink it? When they were, like, lining up?
Yeah, they're lining up.
No, they weren't drinking blood. They were drinking, like, applesauce.
So
you didn't see him when he was, like, putting the key in it? It just looked like applesauce.
I must have zoned.
I know that Agor or whatever, however the fuck they were pronounced.
I don't know. He is fucking
Agor. Because there's pet death in this. There's doggy death, which is my favorite fucking part. Oh my god, the fuck. Oh no, my favorite part in this goddamn movie. Okay, I don't like pet deaths.
I don't either.
Justin fucking losing it. It's my favorite fucking part. Okay, so Agor. You can tell that they tried to make these, like, blood-sucking farmer whatever the fucks from outer space. You could tell. I got major, like, Tim Curry vibes from Agor / Riff Raff vibes from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like, just the way he acted and, like, his weird fucking voice. I was like, what? Okay. Anyway, but he kills the dog. This precious dog. That is, like... a big-ass white fluffy dog. It's not a Great Pyrenees. It's something else.
But it's a big fluffy dog.
It's a big white fluffy dog, okay? And he eats the dog. And then he fucking leaves it on their front porch, which I love.
Wait,
that like trope.
The best part of him fighting the dog.
Oh, I know. Just like he's playing with it.
Yeah, he's clearly playing with the dog.
Yeah, it's just... But then the best part of this entire movie comes at the end, after our queen is dead, who literally got pricked in the hand by iodine and whatever the fuck else they mixed together to keep the blood
ammonia.
From
iodine and salt and ammonia.
Yeah, salt and ammonia. From spontaneously growing, like fucking cancer, basically. The dog comes back to life and is a completely different dog.
Breed. Yeah, a different breed.
I thought he just got a different dog. I thought it was like, look at this. I got a dog.
Oh. Look. No, because I think they had the dog downstairs.
I missed that she got pricked with something because by this point, I just wanted this to be over with. I didn't see that part, so I just assumed they just randomly started dying, and so I'm just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah. Effectively, yeah.
I just want to say too, the tagline for this movie is they planted the living and harvested the dead. They did neither of those things.
Yeah, none of those things.
Because I thought that that's what it was going to be. I thought it was gonna be like you see him holding like a pitchfork and stabbing somebody. Never happens. No one gets stabbed.
Nobody has a pitchfork.
They just get they just get tapped on the head, and then they start blowing out blood.
There's actually not even a farm.
There's no farm. There's no farm. They're in an abandoned shack.
I mean, it depends on what you qualify.
No, there's no farm. Don't even give this movie any credit. This movie sucked.
They have spray-painted propane tanks.
Propane.
Propane accessories. Anyway, they had spray-painted propane tanks and some tubing, and they were draining the blood of their victims.
Siphoning it like they were gas.
Yeah, you know.
What were the screams though of those people that were being siphoned?
I don't know. I have no idea.
They were dubbed screams. Like there were so many times where things were dubbed, and the lead girl or whatever clearly had an accent, because whenever they dubbed it over, her accent was just full on there. Like, oh god, the inconsistencies on this. There'd be times where the door closes, no sound.
Yeah.
And I like when he was hitting the guy in the shower, and the sound was like him hitting plastic.
Yeah.
Like it was like you were hitting a person. Yeah.
Yeah. Thunk, thunk, thunk.
That was. Oh my god. Oh yeah, no. There was a part too in the laboratory where the older scientist dude is just like, he's looking over at the crew to see if he's supposed to do something, and then he starts doing something. Like you see him looking off to the side, like getting confirmation, like, okay, yeah. And they stuttered their lines because they clearly forgot what they were supposed to say.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I'm convinced that opening scene of them just drinking, they all had to be drunk this whole film. The camera angles, the audio, the lines, like I'm probably giving them credit by saying that they were drunk, but that's my assumption of it, is alcohol needs to be involved somehow.
See, this is how I'm basically going to describe this movie. If whoever asked me about Invasion of the Blood Farmers, it's a movie that whenever you think about a movie that you're going to make, and you think, I'm going to make the next Exorcist, I'm going to make the next Jaws, I'm going to make the next Omen, whatever, you're really going to make Invasion of the Blood Farmers.
Yep.
And you got to think about that. Do you want that?
Yep.
And if you decide that you do, by all means.
Go for it.
By all means, go for it. Go for it. Filmmaking is hard.
It is.
It is not easy to do whatsoever. You know, there's a lot of things that can go wrong, and reshoots aren't exactly the easiest thing to schedule too. And so you made a movie, and it's got a Blu-ray release. It's better than anything I'll ever do. But
guys, let's just make a movie. Let's do it. Our goal is to create something a little better than the Blood Invasion.
It's not going to be.
We can hope. It'd just be us making fun of other movies with like some kind of stupid horror aspect, like Scooby-Doo Gang.
Yeah.
This guy only worked on 3 movies. So there is Blonde on a Bum Trip, which is not a porno, and it has a 7.1 out of 10. Oh, maybe this is a porno, actually, now I'm looking at it. A naive young college student who is majoring in chemistry is persuaded by her roommates and a would-be drug dealer to make LSD for them, and she winds up getting caught up in the acid lifestyle. This actually sounds interesting, but this person says cheaply made exploitation flick of interest as a cultural artifact. I mean,
Okay, wow.
weird. Yeah,
Wow.
the other movie was Shriek of the Mutilated. A group of a group of college students are led by their professor into the mountains in search of the Yeti. The students start to be killed off one by one.
So a typical plot line, and he also has an obsession with some professors.
Mm-hmm.
The director of that went on to make a lot more movies, and they're all terrible too.
Yeah.
He helped make a movie called Snuff, which was, I believe, a video nasty as well. We're gonna have to go through some of those.
Yeah.
They're not good. They're all, well, some of them are really good, but most of them are really terrible. But those are some of them that I'm gonna pick for my upcoming movies.
Video nasties.
They're bad. I wish you could have watched.
Make up for this one.
I wish you could have watched Driller Killer when I watched that. That movie sucked. Whew.
Ooh.
Oh, but there was some things. It was very like grungy, gross feeling, and I like that aspect. But it's not a good movie. It's kind of boring. But yeah. So Invasion of the Blood Farmers. That's how I feel about this movie. It's like, yeah, I can't wait to talk about anything else but this movie. It's not long, and there's not really anything going on in it. It's just them telling each other to go to sleep, and then someone gets their blood siphoned out, and some guy is named Jim Carrey, which I thought was funny.
Yeah,
I thought that was funny too.
Was great.
Yeah, the guy at the beginning who was like stumbling and.
Oh my god, I almost forgot that guy. I thought he was a zombie.
It's Jim Carrey!
That's Jim Carrey.
It's Jim Carrey.
He was one of the victims that escaped. He's where the like fancy expanding blood came from.
You know, and it's
I like
funny.
him walking into the bar and the blood's coming out of his mouth and he's like licking it around his face.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it would reflect later in life when Jim Carrey would get the blood sucked out of him by Jenny McCarthy. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know. Reasonable.
Maybe he knew the future.
Oh,
Maybe.
God.
Maybe he did. Yeah.
So.
Wait, when did this movie come out?
1972.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a really hilarious makeout scene or kiss scene.
Where the camera would just like get really far in and then switch to the farmer.
Zoomed into him eating the dog.
Yeah.
When I messaged you guys saying that transition, that's what I was talking about.
What you were
the
talking
dog.
about.
Yeah.
The dog. This fluff ball.
Well, that's not even the same size as the dog. Like
not even close.
Yeah.
Spend $20 on fabric that you just want to use.
Yeah.
To at least be the same size as the
It
dog.
looked like cotton candy that didn't like that doesn't have any like coloring to it, like just like a splash of it.
Yeah.
But I think they make white cotton candy. So it looked like that. It looked like white and red cotton candy just like mixed together, and they're like, "Yeah, fuck it. This is it."
I'm also convinced that they use KoolAid because, all right, have you guys made KoolAid before?
No, I don't live in the Midwest. Sorry.
Who hasn't made KoolAid?
I don't know.
Yeah. Then again, there are people. There's like one person in like random countries that listen to this. Which, hey, thank you.
Hi.
Hi, Sweden.
Hello, Sweden. Hello,
Sweden.
hello, Baghdad. That's not a country, I know, but
Thanks.
It's what our analytics show us. Like it'll show us like general areas, and we got Sweden and Baghdad.
Our anal ticks.
Really awesome. Yeah, I don't.
No, you said it right. I didn't. I did it on purpose.
Yeah.
For the giggles, for the laughs, for the memes, for the memes.
But you know when you make KoolAid and you're mixing it and it has that froth at the top, like that weird, like kind of froth.
Oh yeah.
That's why it made me think of KoolAid, because I'm like, they're mixing KoolAid.
I thought it was just. I thought they were just boiling it underneath it, like they had like some kind of like heater or something that was causing it to bubble up. But
There was this one scene, I don't know if you guys noticed it, because, I mean, I just was trying to find at least something to talk about while watching it.
Yeah.
The one scene when they were doing experiments, the blood had a bunch of froth on it, like,
And then it didn't.
and then it didn't. Like, the very next scene.
There was a scene where with the sheriff and the professor, they're sitting on the couch and they're talking to each other, and it like immediately cuts and he's standing up with his glasses on. And I'm like, did he just like jump straight up and get those glasses on? Like, this dude was ready to go.
Can we talk about some of that gay tension though, when the other doctor comes over and asks for like a
They were
Bloody
sitting
Mary?
very close together, and they come out with a cocaine tray of
They just the tension, like there's something going on there, and I think that's more interesting than the movie.
All right.
And then he go. So they go downstairs to the laboratory. Oh, I didn't mean to touch this. You're still holding on to it. Oops.
Yeah. Put that down. Oops.
Put that thing back
Was
where it
that
came from, or so help me.
So help me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Oops. I dropped it. Oh, it's no big deal. What do you mean? What do you mean it's not a big deal? It's your scientific breakthrough.
You made a big deal about, please put that down. Spills it. Oh, it's not a big deal. Trust me, I have more of it.
No, we have more.
Oh.
We have more. Because it's just iodine and ammonia. That's it.
So
that's all it is.
So
who knew that can apparently cure cancer?
I don't even know why they were draining the blood out of these people, because they were looking for a match for this person, and then they just the lead girl, she's a match. Oh.
It's so shocking.
Oh, okay. Let's take some of her blood. They don't even take a whole lot of her blood. They just take some of it. I'm like, so why were you guys taking blood in the first place?
I want to know the random brunette. Like, just a random scene of a random brunette in the middle of the woods. She just running around with her flip-flops off, touching the water with her toes, and then laying on a rock.
Because
really
she was hot. That's it.
She was pretty, and Agor needed somebody else to kill and munch on.
He needed to tap someone on the forehead.
He didn't even, like, when he, like, quote-unquote bite her neck, there was no bite marks. There was just blood there. Like, he spit on it.
Yeah, there was no point. Yeah. Like, were they vampires then? Because they didn't set that up either. In the poster, they make it look like he's a vampire, but he's not.
I think they're supposed to be, like, weird vampires from outer space, and like whatever this is that they make the people drink from this cup, it fucks up their blood and makes it expand.
Wasn't Plan 9 from Outer Space like that, where they had like zombie vampires or something? Or
no, I think there's literally a movie called Zombie Vampires.
No, like no, but I'm saying like.
I mean, there's also vampires from outer space.
Yeah, like I think that it's like zombie vampires from outer space is Plan 9 from outer space.
Yeah, probably.
This. So yeah, they end up resurrecting the person, and it all
for
just
like 0.5 seconds.
Yeah, for 0.5 seconds, she dies. They all die except for the people, and one of them catches on fire, and they just stare at, like, they're just
and his
there.
Eyes were popping out of his head.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Where did the shirtless acolyte come from? Like, that guy just
two of
appeared.
them. I don't know. There was two of them though.
I love that the main dude just runs up to it, and the guy that's supposed to be keeping watch is watching the ceremony thing happen instead of keeping watch, and he just watches him go by. Oh, hold on. You're not supposed to be here.
I think if they listed this as a comedy, they probably would have been a little more.
I wasn't laughing.
Yeah. I'm saying if they would, it probably would have.
I was laughing. I thought it was funny.
I hated this fucking movie so much. I think this is.
To find how much it made on.
Just it made $0. Come on now, this movie didn't make shit. This is an obscure horror movie from Vermont, and it should have stayed that way.
That randomly said Pennsylvania. I was like, hey, shout out to Pennsylvania.
Fuck Pennsylvania.
Honestly, sucks here.
I'm a fuck Pennsylvania.
I have to admit, there are parts that aren't that bad. like places to see in it. Like there's a lot of cool places to see in it. Otherwise, it sucks. Don't come here.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the movie. I'm like, what
what
parts were okay in this movie? Please elaborate.
That's what I thought too.
There was a puppy. That was the
good.
Yeah, that was the only part that was good. I even told you guys that in our group chat. I was like, I love the dog.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, you're talking about the dog at the beginning? Because, but yeah, this movie was terrible. This is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life, and I am sorry. I saw it, I was like, oh, this looks like it's gonna be like just silly, over the top, whatever. I'm ready, and it wasn't. It was just.
It had honest. It's disappointing because the poster. If we're going off the poster and the name of it sounds like a funny comedy movie, or like horror comedy you could watch with your friends.
Kind of like a Killer Clowns from Outer Space type thing.
Yeah, like it had like some kind of like potential. Now I know we're a horror like.
I love Killer Clowns
like,
from Outer Space. That movie is incredible, and has some of the best special effects I've ever, like best practical effects I've ever seen, and it's so creative. People are like, that's such a terrible. Like, no, that is an actual good movie. You just. Oh my god, that is a great fucking movie. I need to watch that again. That movie is stupendous. Watch that movie. Do not watch Invasion of the Blood Farmers. Or do. I don't care. You do you. You're your own person. You know, make your own.
We're just telling you not to.
Yeah, you know, just
don't waste your time.
At the end of the day, make your own opinion.
To save your time.
There are people that give it a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd, so somebody enjoyed it.
I'm telling you, the ratings are off of the hot brunette and the dog.
Yeah.
Those are the ratings.
Yeah.
The brunette doesn't talk, and the dog, it's a dog. Dogs are glorious. I love dogs.
The brunette is just like chilling and minding her own fucking business, and then she gets fucking.
She looks more like a druid than these quote unquote druids.
Yeah.
They're more like pooids. Got 'em. I hate this movie. I'm trying to think if it's the worst movie that I've seen out of all these movies so far, and it's almost on par with the movie with the really long title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that movie was just straight up unwatchable.
Oh yeah.
That movie was just bad because I couldn't comprehend anything. This movie,
there was no plot.
This movie at least had a plot. It was true shit, but it was something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they at least tried something.
This movie is a little bit above, because we say that was the worst movie, was the one with the really long title. We eventually will have to make like a tier list.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna be like, all right, this is like at the end of it all, we'll go like, all right, where do we put this? And then we'll just slap it in there and be like, this movie sucked. I hated this movie. I said it a million times, but like I cannot stress it enough. I have seen some shit movies. We have watched some shit movies
so far. Yeah.
I hated this movie.
Yeah.
I just thought about what happened to the drunk guy that was cleaning up.
Who cares?
He just gets in somebody's car and we don't see them rest of the movie.
He's fine. Don't worry about him.
The movie doesn't even know what it's trying to do. It stops giving a shit. Also, another thing that I wanted to point out was in the laboratory where the main guy and the scientists are talking, there are just the camera panning up and down to like, oh my god, come on. That is the worst thing. Your character is talking and you just have, he looks like a little baby next to him because his head's in the corner, and they give him like the other guy like plenty of headspace, but you just have the professor guy just being like, hello, like, what are you doing? Come on, that's like rule number 1 in film. You gotta give your characters some headspace. If you can't fit them both in the shot, then don't put them both in the shot.
Yeah, don't put them both in the shot or fix it so you can.
Do it like a side, like a. At one point, you're talking to like all right, you only focus on one person, and then you focus on a different person, and you focus on it instead of okay,
Awkward.
and then just and then,
I told you. I'm pretty sure they all were drinking before filming.
Maybe.
I wish I was drinking bleach during this and ammonia.
Yeah. This definitely reads as like a college student's like first, maybe not first, but like second or third movie that they've made.
Or a project.
That's it. Yeah, or some kind of project.
Like,
what is it?
One of those
Pinata?
Oh God.
I think it is someone that worked at a local community theater and brought his buddies from the community theater and said, "Hey, I've got this idea for a movie. I've got the camera that I'm renting for it.
Yep.
I can only do this on weekends because I got my regular day job so I can only do weekends. But like we'll just shoot it at my house, and I've got this weird creepy place behind my house too.
Yep.
We can just make the whole movie. Barely have a budget. We got everybody here. Let's just go for it." And they had such a terrible time making it, and they had such a miserable time getting it distributed that the guy never wanted to make a movie ever again because this was the only movie he ever made. Directed.
Yep. That's true.
So,
yeah.
And then after the next movie that he made, that he helped write, I was like, I'm done. Never want to deal with movies ever again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. The Blu-ray has a bunch of bonus features, like behind the scenes and stuff. So if you really want to, I mean, that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, I want to see the behind the scenes.
Yeah, what are the behind the scenes of this?
Yeah, like I'm curious, if this.
What if they all thought it was shit? Like, what if they all are like?
I can guarantee you that everybody involved thought this movie sucked. I'm pulling up the price of this Blu-ray real quick just because I'm curious.
Yeah.
If it's below $4, I'll fucking get it.
Apparently, there's a movie called Invasion of the Prostate Snatchers. So.
I thought you were gonna say prostitutes. I was like, well, that.
Oh wait, never mind. It's a book, and it's a Invasion of the Prostate Snatchers. There's multiple volumes of this, or like editions of this. It's like a medical book, but it's.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
An essential guide to managing prostate cancer for patients and their families. Invasion of the Prostate Snatchers. What the fuck? Why would you name your book?
Don't name.
Also, it got my hopes up, but yeah, that was more entertaining than that whole movie.
Yeah, it was.
So if you want to own this movie on Blu-ray, it's $15.
Oh, not worth it.
Not worth it. No.
No.
Not even a little bit.
Here's the thing, though. Severin does do a really good job. Like, they did a great job with restoring the movie to the best of their abilities. There are movies that they have punched up that I mean, there's pieces of it missing, and they did the best they could with that, and then like it's clearly melting. So, and there were some scenes that were like that too, but yeah, I mean, hats off to Severin. You polished a turd, and that's what you're known for. So, thanks.
Turds.
But here's the thing, like,
make our viewing possible.
I'm glad that they did it because at the end of the day, someone has to do it.
Yeah.
I am all for film restoration. I am all for preserving media to the best of its ability because I don't want any movie to disappear no matter how dog shit it is, like this movie. I'm glad that people can watch it. I'm not glad that I did, though, and I'm going to leave it at that. So that is it. That is it for the movie. Our final...
I've been trying to pick anything from it so we have something to talk about. It was just everywhere.
It was a dull piece of shit, and so tune in next time where Cass gets to pick a movie.
I do, and I've already picked it.
And she's already picked it, and I am...
Yep.
Please don't tell me it has a long-ass name again.
No. It is longer than the last two movies we watched, though. It is a multi-word title movie.
Oh, God. I thought you were saying... it's longer than I'm like, oh God, it's going to be over 3 hours long. Don't do this to me. The movie has to be good to warrant something like that.
No.
End of the day, watch Doom Asylum.
Yeah. There you go.
Once again, watch Doom Asylum. That's the only movie we watched so far that wasn't a good movie that we enjoyed.
It was entertaining, yeah.
Yeah, what a...
Yeah.
Torpedo Tits, I miss her.
God.
Torpedo Tits. Yeah, I miss her too.
Doom Asylum is $20. Buy that instead.
Way worth it. That is a film you should support.
Absolutely. I want a sequel.
Yes.
God.
Oh.
Amazing.
All right. Well, until next time, thanks for watching, subscribing, whatever
else
things.
you do.
Yeah. We're available on pretty much every single streaming platform now, which is incredible. And we're going to eventually have an updated icon where it's not going to look like shit. But until then, we have our icon.
It's in the works. It is in the works.
It's in the works. We're going to have to throw some stuff at our artist there that is making stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw money at them.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna throw other things, like rocks or something. I don't know.
Oh, let's not do that. I like them. Let's not do that.
All right.
What if it's like crystals? What if it's pretty rocks?
It
No.
still would hurt.
No.
I'm gonna throw porcelain toilets at them.
I give you credit to be able to throw it in a distance far enough to hit.
I think I could. You know what?
Agreed.
If we ever get the opportunity, we're gonna see if I can chuck a toilet. Not far, just throw it. We're gonna see if I can throw a toilet.
All right.
So tune in next time, guys. I'm gonna throw a toilet.
I don't know that you are, but I mean, good luck.
I hope that we do end up having some kind of instance where I can chuck a toilet because I'm
We'd
for
have to
it.
go to like a junkyard or something, or like
do that as some kind of celebration. Let's hit 100 followers, which is a lot.
That's a lot of toilet.
As a celebration, we'll have you throw a toilet.
I'm thinking that whenever all three of us can actually be in the same room together in person, that's when we do it.
Yep.
Maybe that could be like our like 50th or 100th episode or something, because by then it should be safe to do something.
Right?
I hope.
Yeah, I hope so. What if we fill the back tank of the toilet with blood, fake blood?
That's gonna be really heavy to throw. I'm gonna have to like get fucking jacked to throw this toilet now.
Just the absolute silence from both of you, like, fuck you, bitch, you're crazy.
Cass, would you even be able to pick that up?
No, why? I'm not the one picking it up. It's Justin. I just want to fill it with blood.
So Justin, what was with this life choice change? I wanted to get jacked so I could throw a toilet to prove a point.
Yup. Do it.
I become like a fucking beautiful god. Like, like, look at me, witness me.
All throw
the palest buff man you've ever seen.
Yes. Absolutely.
Everyone's all for it. So yeah, tune in next time, where we don't give a Midwest goodbye. Actually, that's just us. That's just how we are.
That's our thing.
2/3 Midwest, so.
Yeah.
From a clock.
Yeah.
I've been Midwest at this point, and I think you guys have rubbed off on me enough for it to just happen.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, like Justin said earlier, you can find us on pretty much every streaming platform. I see a lot of people are watching us from Spotify, so if you have Spotify...
How do you watch Spotify? Actually, does Spotify have video? I'm pretty sure they do, actually.
Do they?
No, but Amazon Music does.
No,
we are on Amazon Music. Maybe I'll just start...
Whatever.
Okay, I'll figure that
just
out.
listen to the damn show, and if you liked it, tell other people that like this stuff too. That's all I ask. And our Twitters and all that stuff should be in like the description too, so you can follow us there. I post movies that I watch They range from good to bad. You can get spoilers for the next episode because I post what I watched and then go, oh, we're going to talk about this movie. So
Yeah.
If you ever want to see us live, though, for now, Twitch TV/Danny Grace Cosplay, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I will be making an actual Twitch for us. I just didn't get to it this week.
And if you want to see me completely buck naked, subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Throw a toilet.
If you want to see me throw a toilet, if we can raise $5,000 for my rent.
Yeah.
Toilets aren't that expensive. Come on now.
I was gonna say buy the toilet and then fly me and Cass out to you.
I bet we could find a toilet on like Facebook Marketplace for you to throw. I bet we could.
Oh yeah.
I bet we could. If it's not too expensive, I would fucking.
We're gonna forget that we ever talked about this too, and then
I know.
There's gonna be the one fan that we have go, "Where's the toilet?" Or it could just be a recurring thing. Where's the toilet? Where's the toilet?
Yeah.
We'll see.
We are the toilet.
All right.
We really are.
Episode 100. I'm gonna throw the toilet.
Okay.
So.
Or 100 followers. We'll see what happens first.
It's definitely gonna be episode 100.
Yeah.
We get 1 follower per episode, which is, I mean, hey, that's better than what I could do. So.
Yeah. Can't beat that.
Yeah.
But yeah, eventually we'll be on YouTube as well, and we'll upload all of the videos for it. We got to fix some of the episodes too, so it's confusing because there's 8 episodes, but there's only 6 episodes available on Spotify. So I guess 2 of them got messed up, but we're fixing it, and by we, Danny's fixing it. So
yeah,
I'm not touching any of the editing. I am good on that. I don't want to deal with any editing at all.
By we, I mean Danny.
Yeah, Danny is doing pretty much everything.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Danny's our social media manager.
We're kind of all social media. Sorry, this is.
Goodbye.
Bye.
We're done.
Just fuck it. We're done.
Bye.
Get out.
Have a good
Bye.
night, day,
Go
evening.
away. Bye.
See us next week.
Bye.